So lately I've been playing a wide variety of video games, but I've found myself leaning more towards retro games. And I've been coming up with a list of why I play retro games and the reasons behind, consistently playing retro games over newer stuff. So if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and leave a comment. Sit back, relax. This is going to be a chill one. The first reason is the ease of use. So retro games are typically more difficult if you're going the traditional route with setting it all up and having it, underneath your TV or next to your computer on like an old CRT TV, or playing it on a new monitor, which you got to get extra cables to hook it up to a new TV or monitor. Although some of the retro stuff nowadays, like if you consider the Xbox 360, that has HDMI in it, so I don't really know where that's pretty easy to hook up. Same with the PS3, so it's not ridiculous. But when I'm talking about ease of use, I'm talking more about emulation and things like RetroArch and things like emulation devices, Anbernics, and the like. So it's been easier for me to get into emulation and figuring out how to play all of the retro games that I had played or wanted to play in the past and yet couldn't, and now I can test it out, hop off of it, say, that one wasn't for me, but some of these are for me, and then adding like a curated list of the games that I really want and have, but then also don't feel like setting it up on all the different devices. So ease of use is the reason. There's no login accounts. There's no, finagling with all this stuff. Nowadays, you can pretty much use one controller. Like technically, I use the PS4 controller, just kind of plugged in. You can use it Bluetooth, but I just kind of plug it in and it works kind of with everything. So it's one of my favorite controllers. D-pads, a little bit whatever, but I really actually get comfortable with it over the time. So ease of use as far as emulating and playing all those things on one medium, boom, with one controller, it's easy. The second reason why I play retro video games is that there's no BS. There's no BS with like not being available for me to play whenever I want it. There's no downloading, additional content with it. There's no updates. There's no ability for them to take it away from me, whether it's on the physical, console here, or if it's on a device that I have, curated, like the Anbernic 35XX or the Arc D here. So this is here. As long as the micro SD doesn't break in it, and as long as the screen is good and the battery's charged, this is no BS. You just fire it up, 10 seconds later you're playing. It's good, it's easy. I can plug it directly into this capture card and stream it and play it right now on this television. Ease of use, no BS. No BS with this. It took an additional little bit to set it up and to understand that stuff, but I enjoy learning, and I'm sure a lot of you do too. So no BS. Unlike modern titles, modern things, I bought, what did I buy the other day on Steam, and I actually returned it because I needed to log into EA in order to, so I logged into Steam, logged in, bought the game on sale, and then I had to log into another thing and download another app in order to play that game. I know that's a common thing these days, but that is a lot of layers to playing a game that I don't want. I don't want it. I want to have the device. I want to play it. I have to download it anyways. I have to log into Steam, and then I have to log into another thing. Too many layers, too much BS. The next reason is everything is on the file or the disk. So it was shipped with all of that stuff on it. Now I can play with all of that stuff on it. I can unlock the things in the game. I can, NBA Street, for example, I streamed that the other week. There are costumes, there are things that you unlock, characters, legendary characters. There are, new courts that you unlock while you play through it. It's not DLC. Everything is on that disc. Everything is on that file. And I can play this game whenever I want, unlock the stuff, save it, and then have it forever. It's complete on disc, on file. SSX Tricky, unlock their little bit of RPG elements, unlock costumes, unlock boards. Those are all on that file. There's no extra stuff. There's no DLC. Everything is there. That game is complete. Other examples, Need for Speed Underground. Played that recently. Did a video on that. Need for Speed Underground. All on file, all on disc, complete. That's reasons that I enjoy that stuff. There's no extra steps. So the next reason that I play retro is originality. There is more originality, more origin or derivative content. It is the foundation for modern games before it's been bastardized. And I'm not just trying to shit all over modern video games. I'm just saying, when you look at this stuff, it is derived. This new stuff has derived its stuff. The content in it, the inspiration that it's taken from it has been derived from the originality of retro video games. That was a long way to just say retro video games came first, then other things derived themselves from that. So I find there being more diverse genres and game development, and they went out of their comfort zones to try new things. So the control schemes aren't always universal, the gameplay mechanics aren't always universal. There are things that are very, very unique to each genre and each system that you get or that you emulate or that you play on. There are unique features, unique gameplay designs, gameplay movements. There are a plethora of stuff, and yes, that is true with modern video games also. But when you take into account the fact that this was the retro gaming and retro games were the ones who paved the way for the future, it really allows you to kind of appreciate the history and the pixelized aesthetics. And then further on, when it's not so pixelized, it allows you to appreciate the cel shaded nature and the 3D graphics. When they introduced 3D, and they went from 2D to 3D and then couldn't figure out, it's like you're participating in all this history, and that is originality. That is them trying to break the mold and shape the future of gaming. And now we're in the future of gaming, and it's nice for me to go back and kind of appreciate that when there are lulls of modern gaming. So the final reason, the biggest reason that I play retro games is nostalgia. And nostalgia is the trip that everybody's trying to get to. We want to relive those experiences that we can't relive as adults, but we can try, and we can chase those events and those feelings and remember and reminisce about those things and have those triggers and have those experiences, because they're enjoyable, they're fun. It's nice to look back on this stuff. It's nice to go back and play it and to appreciate it and say, when I was a kid, I have this memory and this memory. And that's a lot about what this channel is about, is me playing games because they were fun and they were something that I really enjoyed doing as a kid and as a young adult. And now as an older adult, a middle-aged person, I enjoy continue playing that and seeing the adventure unfold and seeing where modern gaming is taking me. But right now, retro gaming and the reasons that I play retro gaming, nostalgia is a big part of it. Appreciating the history, appreciating my history, appreciating the future, and yet taking a step back and appreciating that. So I appreciate you, and I thank you for sticking around to the end. Leave a like, leave a comment, ask me stuff, tell me what I need to work on. I appreciate you all, and thanks for tuning in.